Hey everybody, welcome to my VeryBasicGuide. I'm being a White Knight for the rest of your life. On this video, I'll focus on the not-so-nice guy variant, the Oath of Conquest Paladin. Paladins are infamous for being paragons of lawful goodliness, except for maybe the vengeance one, but with the advent of Xanathar's Guide, we get the option to not whine about revenge like Sasuke and be more spooky like Darth Vader. The Conquest Paladin gets some pretty fancy Sacred Oath features, but like most other Paladin Oaths, the bread and butter stem from the main Paladin class itself. Your bread is the incredible ability to transform your spell slots into guaranteed radiant damage in the form of your divine smites, which can stack with a crit. Smiting your foes will probably be the main expenditure of your limited half-caster spell slots, but it is probably one of the better ways to use them, especially since it doesn't cost you an action or bonus action or any action economy. The butter that you slather on top of your bread are features like Aura of Protection, giving you and your allies within 10 feet of you your Charisma modifier as a bonus to all saving throws. Also keep in mind that you have to be conscious for any Aura ability to work. And those are the two big crunchy features of the Paladin class, but swearing an oath also has a lot of fluffier side effects that you may not expect, such as Divine Health giving immunity to STDs, which you may never know when that might be useful, Divine Sense being able to sense evildoers a few times before going to bed, and lay on hands for all your precise touchy-healy needs. So all of these are just basic things that every Paladin gets, but now it's time to delve into Sacred Oath features unique to Paladins who like conquering. Right away, once we swear the Oath at level 3, we get our Oath spells, which are spells that the Paladin always have prepared and does not count towards the prepared spell limit, and the selection is quite nice. At level 3, we get Armor of Agathis and Command, level 1 spells that are useful in a wide variety of encounters, and especially Armor of Agathis on a Paladin can be extremely great as an early game tank enhancement. For level 5, we get Hold Person and Spiritual Weapon, both being pretty decent level 2 spells, and Spiritual Weapon not being a concentration spell is quite good. It does eat up a lot of bonus actions though. Once our Paladin reaches level 9, we get access to Bestow, Curse, and Fear. Both are okay concentration spells by themselves, but Fear is actually very good for Conquest Paladins in particular because of their unique aura at level 7. Unfortunately, at levels 13 and 17, the Paladin Oath spells we get access to are less exciting. With Dominate Beast and Stone Skin for 13 level spells, Dominate Person and Cloud Kill for our final Oath spells at level 17, all of these spells just require concentration, and you probably don't want to be using your higher tier spell slots on these spells anyways. There are better options. Besides the Oath spells that we get at level 3, we also get Channel Divinity. The Conquest Paladin can Channel Divinity for a Guided Strike, granting super accuracy for a flat plus 10 bonus for one attack roll, which, you know, is pretty lame considering Paladins can only channel their Divinity once per short or long rest. However, their second option is a lot better in Conquering Presence. You can use your action to channel some spooky divinity, scaring every creature of your choice within 30 feet of you. They roll a wisdom save to not piss their pants, and if they fail, they get the frightened condition from you for a minute, but frightened creatures do get to repeat their wisdom saving throw at the end of every turn to break free. This is an amazing channel divinity option, as it allows Conquest Paladins to do what they were meant to do, which is to put the Fear of God in their foes, which of course synergizes well with their flagship feature. At level 7, you exude the Aura of Conquest while you're not incapacitated. The aura extends 10 feet from you in every direction but can't go through total cover. When a creature gets the frightened condition from you, its speed is reduced to 0 while in the effect of the aura, and that creature takes psychic damage equal to half your Paladin level if it starts its turn there. Aura of Conquest is the defining feature of the Conquest Paladin, and it is pretty strong since there is a plenitude of enablers within the Oath of Conquest subclass. These enablers include your Channel Divinity, Conquering Presence. It is very powerful since you can pick and choose who you try to spook, meaning you don't have to worry about friendly fire from your area effect. The third level spell, Fear, that you get from your Oath spells, is also very good for proccing your Aura of Conquest, as it is another source of AoE frightened conditions, although this one can hurt your allies, so aim the cone better or pray for your friend's mental health. But at level 10, you get the Aura of Courage, so if your allies stick close to you, they won't get frightened anyways. And finally, the main way you will probably getting a lot of your frightened conditions off will be the Paladin spell, Wrathful Smite. It is a first level concentration spell that costs a bonus action to cast and does an extra 1d6 psychic damage for the next melee attack, but can frighten the enemy that was whacked if they fail their wisdom saving throw. The concentration part of this spell maintains the frightened condition, but the enemy gets to use their action to make another wisdom saving throw to try and end the spell. This is pretty good since it only costs you first level spell slots, so you can save your stronger spells like Fear for groups of enemies, whilst keeping Wrathful Smite for a singular target like a boss. Although keep in mind Wrathful Smite does not get stronger if you use higher level spell slots to cast it, which does kinda suck. After the main attraction of level 7, we wait for level 15 for the next Sacred Oath feature, Scornful Rebuke. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack, that creature takes psychic damage equal to your Charisma modifier if you're not incapacitated. It is simple and it is elegant, as it thematically makes you feel even more like a badass, allowing you to melt the brains of enemies without you actually having to do anything against them. Also, at level 18, you get an extension to your Aura of Conquest, Aura of Protection, and Aura of Courage, giving them all a reach of 30 feet, which is a pretty nice feature to get. The level 20 Capsule ability for Conquest Paladins is to use your action to channel your inner Genghis Khan and become an invincible conqueror. For 1 minute, you get a resistance to all damage, additional attack as part of your attack action, and your melee attacks now crit on 19 as well as 20. And then you have to go to bed for a long rest to regain this feature. If you do make it to level 20, this is actually a pretty nice capstone to get. The resistance to all damage is incredible, getting a third attack and doubling your crit chances are amazing features to get, especially for paladins since your crits double Divine Smite damage. And with all of that, it brings a close to my very basic guide on the Oath of Conquest Paladin. It's a cool alternative to the usual batch of goody two-shoe white knights and can even outstrip the Oath of Vengeance in its edginess. As always, I hope that anyone who happens to watch my stuff enjoys what I create as much as I enjoy creating it in the first place. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.